Hello out there, everyone. Cassandra Maki, and we're starting with an all-new Let's Play. Yes, my demon queen. Oh, and if you just joined us, you're welcome. Glad you made it here, and hope you all enjoy your stay. And remember, the most important character story is you, the reader. Let's get it up. Whoa, it's been a long day. Take a deep breath and relax on the station bench. Wait as I wait for my train home. How the fresh air is invigorating after being in a stuffy classroom all day. I take my phone out and tap the icon of a screaming demon. It's the latest game going viral at my school. The loading banner indicates that the I only demon faction is going to be playable in the next update. I think that's awesome sauce. It's about time. The Demon King has always looked cool. Hey, Toa! You playing HVD? I nod at my classmate, Isabella, as she sits next to me and takes out her panties phone. I can't believe they're doing demons next. Who would want to play with the villain as a villain? Me! They're going to be fun. I always knew you were a troublemaker. And she squeezes, and she playfully squeezes my arm. You down for a few games? I give her a determined nod. Isabella and I play a few close games, but I eventually win each time. You're so good! How do you come up with such great strategies? I'm not that good. You had me sweating a few. Suddenly a woman on the other side of the platform screams, and I quickly stand up. But Isabella looked terrified. Stay here! I'll go and check it out. Stay back, pervert! I peer around the corner to see a woman backing away from an intoxicated man twice her age. You're pissing me off. She flinches as he reaches for her pennies. I round the corner and grab his hand away. Who the hell are you, kid? Your worst nightmare if you don't leave her alone. He lets out a deep laugh, and shakes his head. I'll teach you to mind your own business, punk. The man lunges for me, but he's sluggish and uncoordinated, allowing me to easily dodge his punches. He throws another sloppy swing, and I see my opening. I grab the drunk's fist and turn his arm using momentum and flip him over. While he's disoriented, I level him out with a single punch. I should have you arrested. I straighten my clothes before turning to the woman. Are you okay? Yes, thank you. He's been following me. Toa, knife! He has a knife! I quickly push the woman away and turn, but I let out a groan, a guttural groan, as the drunken man's dagger pierces into my abdomen. Drop dead, you little shit! nearly avoid each of the sequences blows, but the loss of blood is weakening me. My strength is fading. At this rate, I cough up blood and drop to my knees as my vision blurs. A loud ring again begins to fill my ears. I'm vaguely aware of Isabella running for help before I black out. There's an odd pressure all around me, and my body feels heavy. Am I dead? I open my eyes and it feels like I'm underwater. I can't breathe. I panic and thrash my limbs before swimming to where I think I can see light. Almost there. As I emerge from the water, I fall forward and the world shifts. I'm gasping for air. Some kind of forest? What's going on? Before I could process my surroundings, my eyes are immediately drawn to a hellish scarecrow wielding a bloody scythe in front of me. What the hell? It looks confused and then scrolls at me. How are you still alive? I glance down at myself. I'm wearing a black tattered robe and there's a pool of blood at my feet. I don't know. I'll correct that mistake. I tense as the demonic creature lifts its scythe with a clear intention to cleavering me in two. This isn't good. What should I do? I'm probably already dead. Running is just going to bring me face to face with something worse. I've got to find a way to hold my own. I glance down and see the gray staff, and I grab it and block the scarecrow's swing. Finally, the almighty Caligor is about to fall before my hands. I grip my teeth as his scythe cuts through the staff. Suddenly, a voice cries out in desperation. Get down! I drop my knees as the saber cleaves over my head and parries the scarecrow's scythe. I look up and see an imposing woman with horns and a tail. Get behind me! Bellatrix! Don't you see that Caligor is the reason your king died? That is for the Demon Queen to decide, not you. That brat is unfit to lead. We're done talking. I watch in awe as the two fearsome warriors lock blades again and again. Bellatrix is over-maneuvering the scarecrow, and I can barely follow her panties movements. Before I could even begin to fully process the fight in front of me, I feel a small hand tugging my robe from behind. My heart races as I fear that the beast behind me now. I turn and come face to face with a girl wearing a robe far different from mine. She looks like a human at least. Yes. Can I do something, Callie? Callie? Huh? I'm not sure how to respond. Sure. She gives me a mischievous smile, and I worry that I've made a wrong decision. The girl brings her hand to her staff. Just watch me, okay? She pulls her hand away and flicks of her wrist. She sends a massive fireball toward the scarecrow. Bellatrix disarms the scarecrow before jumping back at the last moment. shielding her face as the fireball explodes. I instinctively reach out to brace her as she slides back from the shockwave. The dragon woman pushes me away and turns to the magician girl. Malevolent, are you trying to kill me? No, but we're kissing. You were taking too long. I was getting bored. This isn't a game. I should have a word with Nihila about your reckless use of magic. I glance at what's left of the smoldering scarecrow, but there's nothing. Even the metal blade of the scythe is completely vaporized by that explosion. You wouldn't. Besides, Caligor told me I could. Bellatrix glares at the witch before going at me. Caligor? Are you okay, Caligor? Are you just asking him that because he let me do something for once? Bellatrix frowns at Mill, and the witch quickly backs down. The dragon woman redirects her gaze towards me expectantly. Am I this Caligor? I must have a bewildered look on my face because Bellatrix clears her throat. I'm not really sure. Bellatrix sits alongside as Melamore covers her mouth and then she giggles. Did they cast some sort of magic on you or something? Melamel impatiently dances around and waves her arms as if she has something to say. But Bellatrix just steps closer to me and grips my neckline of my robe before pulling it over and looking me over. Hey! My cheeks burn as the strange woman examines me apathetically. He seems physically fine, though I saw some blood where I first. Bellatrix pauses and glares at the witch, who hasn't stopped prancing around. Would you stop that? She shouts and smacks Melamel one on the side of the head. Ouch! That was mean! Bellatrix folds her arms and looks away. What do you want? I was going to say that I could cast a spell on Caligor to see if there's magic affecting him. Melamere crosses her arms and looks away, pouting. But now I don't think I will. At your age, I am. When I was your age, I was riding dragons and killing giants in the necromantic wars. I will discipline, honor, warrior. Melamere rests her hands behind her head. When I was that old, she imitated Bellatrix's deep voice before shifting back to her own. I was and am the magician supreme of the Demon Queen's army. The witch lowers her arms and smiles smugly at the the dragon woman. Somehow I feel this isn't going to end well. A raw talent for causing destruction on a scale that vastly overweighs the potential against any war in the hands of an adolescent, insufferable little wretch. Surely a cruel just to be gods. Melameli furrows her brow and opens her mouth to say something. And then she lets out a loud cry, "Ah!" and darts behind me shouting, "Caligor, Bellatrix is being mean to me!" I can feel her fist lightly drumming across my back. How should I handle this? Hopefully this doesn't get me killed. Bellatrix, I know what Melamel did was careless, but you really shouldn't be so harsh. I give my friendliest smile while bowing my head. Bellatrix lets out a deep sigh and fire appearing from her mouth. So you realize how dangerous that spell is, and yet you more concerned with our feelings? Interesting strategy, Caligor. There is that name again. I glanced back over my shoulder. Melamel? Can you please be more careful with your spells? Only if she apologizes. I'm about to say something when Bellatrix uncrossed her arms. I'm sorry. Melamel seems satisfied by my lacklusting apology. What have I got myself into? Hurry up and check him with your magic. Last thing I want is to have Caligor blow up the palace because of some trick. I've been meaning to ask, am I Caligor? They both look at me. Alright, I'm checking now. Melamel holds up her staff to my face as it begins to glow a bluish hue. It's mesmerizing. I can't look away. I'm vaguely aware of Melamel waving her hands, but I can't focus. When it comes to, Melamel is staring into my eyes with a puzzled look. Ah! I jump back and rub my eyes. I don't get it. He seems fine, but butts up for kissing. Would you like me to kiss your butt? But I'm actually not sure. I'm getting sick of this magician. Something's definitely off about him. Whatever, as long as he's not a threat. Let's take him back to the palace. Nahila will want to speak with him. Melamel nods and stares at me. Are you good to come along, Kelly? Yeah, I guess so. Bellatrix gestures with a nod of her head, and the three of us travel through the forest and onto a paved road. I could see a large palace in the distance. There's a vast medieval city surrounding it. No way this could be real, right? What's on your mind, Kelly? Not much, I'd wager. Melamel does her best to stifle a laugh. Might I ask, who is this Nahila? Bellatrix stops and turns to me. Are you sure your magic is up to snuff, Mamela? Yeah, he definitely doesn't have any kind of enchantment or curse listed to him. This has better not be one of your tricks. It isn't, I swear. There's definitely something off about him, but I don't know what it is. Bellatrix steps up to me, and I try to not to flinch. You really have no idea what's happening, huh? I shake my head. Nahila is the Demon Queen. You're Demon Queen. The Demon Queen. And it's her that you're going to have to answer to. With that, Bellatrix turns to continue leading the way. Answer for what exactly? I'll explain later, to both of you. I grimace and study the ground as we walk. Mela runs up beside me and pats my shoulder. Don't worry, I'm certain it'll come back to you. You're Caligor, by the way, the lead strategist and general of the Demon Queen's army. The lead strategist? General? The Demon Queen's army? Mela laughs. Haha, you're silly, Kelly. A lot funner than you were before. If this is another one of your tricks, Millie, I swear it'll be your last. I already said it wasn't me. Nahila gets way too mad if I mess with Caligor. Oh, you can mess with me all you want. I'm in awe as we walk along the street and see various creatures conducting business and going about their lives. There are even some scarecrow demons like the one earlier. I guess they're just a normal species. The business all have signs and strange letters that I've never seen before, but for some reason I can read them all perfectly. They're all blacksmiths, taverns, bars, tailors, everything you'd expect from an old civilized town. I glance at the girls I'm with as I realize that I've been distracted the past several minutes. Bellatrix is quietly surging forward at a pace that doesn't let me study anything for long. Meanwhile, Mel is staring at me intensely. Do I have something on my face? Oh my, get it off! No, but the way you're looking around is, well, it reminds me of a tourist visiting the palace. Definitely not what you'd expect for someone who lived here their whole life. I've never been here. I'm jealous. You are? The palace, has all kinds of fun things to do. Not to mention the food. Lava berry cakes are to die for. If nothing else, I'm sure you remember that taste. Lava berry, huh? Bellatrix leads us to the giant, imposing gate, and the guard salutes us. Dragonite Bellatrix. The guard nods and letting her pass. Supreme Witch Malamilli. He does the same for her. Now it's my turn. I feel incredibly anxious as I approach the well-armed guard. To my surprise, he deeply bows to me. General Caligor. I feel uneasy as I nod in return and step past the gate. Now the giant magnificent place looms in front of me. I feel 100 of eyes watching me, Yamil, and I struggle to keep up with Bellatrix's brisk pace. I feel sick and try to avert my gaze. We're almost at the palace. Just relax and be yourself. That'd be easier if I knew who I was. I give the witch an appreciative nod as we ascend the lavish stairs into the beautiful chamber. I dwell my nerves as I glance up past the lava, the cascade down the walls like waterfalls, and to the woman on the throne. That must be Your Highness! Without hesitation, the dragon woman kneels and bows her head. Queen Nahila! Then the juvenile, expectant magician kneels down respectfully. You'd better have a good reason for bothering me. Her eyes open as she stares down at us. What is this aura? I'm trembling, but I'm frozen in place. I can't even breathe. Oh, it's you! She's staring right at me. Her eyes, fearsome as they were before, narrowing into a glare, and I worry my heart is going to stop. Bellatrix! Bellatrix lets out a deep breath before tapping her fist on the back of my knee. I fall and barely catch myself from slamming my face into the ground. I am down on my knees and hands and knees, quivering as Nahila steps down from the throne. Look how pathetic you are. I'd almost worry you'd forgotten who your queen was. How sad it would be for me to have to snuff out the famed man responsible for my father's success. Or was it his death that you were responsible for? I tried to speak, but all I could do was muster in a low voice. Is this the power of the Demon Queen Monarch? Talk to me, Caligor! I'm trying. Nahila steps up to me and I feel a weight on the back of my head that begins to twist, grinding me against the floor. Now, turning blue? You're turning blue. Blue? But right, I can't breathe. Her presence is so thick, and I'm being pressed to the floor like this. If I focus, I barely manage to strain a breath as I tilt my head to look up at her, but my vision is blurry. I only see her outline. She's stepping on my head, but where exactly are you looking, Caligor? I guess, drawing enough into my vision return. Nahila's foot is on my head, and from where I'm kneeling, I'm staring up her dress. I can see her. Pat! Nahila draws a sharp breath of air. A sharp pain spreads across my face as everything goes black. I can only assume she slapped me. Or kicked me, maybe. Is this how I die again? Alright, everyone. Here's a wrap up this episode. If y'all like the video, I want y'all to punch that like button in the face like a boss and high fives all around. Oh, and if you just joined, you're welcome. Glad you made it here, and I hope you all enjoy your stay. And always remember that the most important character is you, the reader. Cassandra Maki out.